If you want to attract more money into your experience, start doing these 3 things today. My name is Adrienne Grace. I'm a manifestation coach and an intuitive. And today I want to talk about how you can attract more cash, more wealth, more money into your experience. First, let me just tell you a little bit about my background. I worked on Wall Street for 16 years and I made a lot of money, but I made it through hustle and force and grinding and that working hard, and I was completely burned out. And 4 years ago, I left that high-paying career to start my own business, to be a manifestation coach to mostly people in the industry. And now I've created wealth through ease and flow and joy. So I've seen it on both sides, and I know that creating wealth and making money really stems from the state of consciousness that you're in. And if you don't have the right mindset, no amount of money will ever feel like enough. So try these 3 things to start shifting your perspective on money and attracting more wealth into your experience. First is bring your desire for money into neutrality. You see, there's something called the law of balancing forces. So anytime you really strongly desire something and you put a lot of attention, a lot of focus on this and saying, I want money, balancing forces have to come in, opposing forces, you could even call them, and balance that out. And so you're basically keeping money away from you. So in the neediness of wanting money or that strong desire, you actually push it away. And remember too, when it comes to manifestation, you want to be in the energy of having it already. That is how you become a magnet to your desires. So if you're in intense longing or intense wanting, then that's keeping it at bay. You want to get into the feeling state now. Pretend like $10 million is going to be arriving into your bank account in the next few days. How would you feel right now? What would you be doing? Would you be excited and happy? Move about your day like that $10 million is coming, because it is if you truly believe it. Secondly, stop thinking that money is separate from you. What do I mean by this? Everything is energy in this universe, and everything is consciousness. There is only one consciousness expressing itself in multitudes of forms. You are that one consciousness. Money is also that one consciousness. And you are not separate of it. It's just another manifestation of this one consciousness. I drew this little diagram to kind of have you understand this in a better light. Pretend like this eye represents this one consciousness. And then we are all just these different lenses that one consciousness is seeing out of. Different humans, different animals, money, aliens. It's all stemming from the one consciousness. And so maybe on the level of form, it looks like we're separate, but we're not. We can all get connected into that unified field, into that oneness, into that consciousness. And so what you want to realize is that you are not separate from money. It exists within you. It's part of you. It's an extension of you. And the way you feel about yourself in this physical reality then manifests in how money is responding to you. So if you don't feel valuable or you don't feel worthy, money might be reflecting that back to you. So can you start shifting how you see yourself? Can you start shifting your own value, your own worthiness, knowing that you are worthy just because you exist, and there's nothing that you have to do to be worthy of more money or anything you desire. So connect back into that place, get quiet, still the mind, because the mind is what keeps you separate. The ego is nothing but the belief in separation. It's a mask that you're wearing over consciousness to make it feel like you're having this individualized experience. But if you close your eyes and go inward, you can feel that oneness. You can experience that oneness. It's kind of like a sunbeam. Think about a sunbeam as always facing outward, and so it thinks it's separate from the sunbeam next to it. But if it draws itself back in, it realizes that, oh, I'm part of the sun. all of these extensions are me too. And that is the same with you. So stop thinking that money is separate from you. Think of it as an extension of you and something that you can play with while you're in physical reality. Lastly, you want to train your body and train your mind as well. But your body and your energy system and your nervous system is attuned to a certain level that it's comfortable with money. And if we don't learn to open our chakras and feel into receiving and feel comfortable receiving, then your body is literally repelling money. So when you go to spend money, if you're at a store or making a purchase of any kind, I want you to start tuning into how you feel, especially in the solar plexus area. Do you tense up? When you get an unexpected bill, how does that make you feel? Think about that. And then start to relax your system. A great exercise, and I've talked about this in another video, is to imagine yourself in a room filled with money. So close your eyes and imagine that the room is completely filled with stacks of cash. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel a little nervous? Breathe into it, open up your entire energy system as you do this. And then once you get comfortable with the room filled with cash, start expanding the room. Come back a few days later, do this every day, but a few days later, increase the size of the room. Do that for a few days and then eventually increase the size of that room until you're in a warehouse of money, a warehouse of money, and you feel comfortable sitting in that and being comfortable dealing with that cash. Now, another great thing to do is to play the energetic spending game. So every day, spend money energetically. Put a $100 bill in your pocket and start going out and thinking, okay, I could buy this with $100. I could buy this with $100. I can buy this. I can buy this. And spend that $100 1,000 times in a day. Okay, it's going to train your mind and train your body to be comfortable spending money. And the other thing too is that you want to be comfortable with receiving it as well. So think about writing a check. Would you be comfortable writing a check for $10,000? Would you be comfortable writing a check for $50,000? Would you be comfortable writing a check for $100,000? Now, we don't want to create too much of a gap between where we are and where we want to be. So if $10,000 is a lot of money to you and you would be nervous about sending a check for that much money, sit with that. Okay, again, go into meditation, get quiet, feel the feelings of what it would feel like to write a $10,000 check. And think about if you had all the money you desire, that would be nothing to you. And so can you then write that check with a free energy, with a feeling of knowing that every single thing you spend comes back to you multiplied? Now, again, if we go back to this law of oneness, this law of one, then what you're sending out, what you're giving to somebody else, you're actually giving to yourself. But you want to be open to receive it. Most of the time, we're closed off to receive. So imagine not only sending the $10,000, but imagine then receiving the check for $10,000. Work on that level until you can expand it to the $50,000, to $75,000, to $100,000. Work on each level to make yourself comfortable with each one. So those are the 3 tips. Bring yourself into neutrality about money. Know that money is not separate from you, and train your body and your mind to be able to receive more and more. I hope this video was helpful. I would love to hear if you try any of these processes and what your results are. So leave me a comment and don't forget to like and hit subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.